What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Anthony, also known as Durrveenchie, also known. Y'all already know what time it is. It is another banger on the way. I am coming back to you guys right now. I was just finna get ready to make me a smashing outfit for the club tonight, and I thought about y'all, and I was like, why not make this the perfect first video? So that's what we're gonna do. I might not talk because I'm in a rush, and literally we're supposed to leave at 10. It's like 7:40. And I still have to take a shower, all that good shit. So I'll probably drop this video tomorrow, but I am gonna record tonight so I can get this content to y'all by tomorrow. So y'all like this video, subscribe, cause it's about to be lit.
I got 99 problems, but a nigga ain't one. And if you got some, then I feel bad for you, son. I got way too many problems for you to be one. You drowning everything out of me, including the fun. You show nothing but disloyalty. Never gave me the things that I need. You not the person I thought you'd be. You gave me problems, you gave me problems.
What is up, YouTube? I'm just showing you guys right now these shorts, too big. At this point, I started thinking, okay, where's my pens? I searched and I searched and I searched. Still could not find them to save my life. I was getting so irritated, so frustrated because I just had them. And I have a habit of losing things. And I wanted to hope that when I recorded, I didn't lose it, but I did. I was really happy I found it, y'all. Like, it was right behind me. But anywho, moving on, pretty much fixing my shorts. I previously sold these a long time ago, and I just so happened to stumble upon the shorts when I found the fabric. So I guess I was trying to work on something else and it didn't work out. But I'm just showing y'all I did take them in because they were too big. I don't know what the hell I was doing back then, but I definitely know what I'm doing now. So those shorts fit like a glove, and I didn't even do no measurements. I really just took them in by what I saw. And yeah, you guys, I pretty much was just sewing, pinning my sides up so I can get ready to sew the other side the same way I did the other one. And then that was pretty much going to be it. I tried them on. I really liked the way they fitted. I had no nothing extra to do to them. I really like the way they fitted. So as you can see right here, I'm just sliding into them real quick. I like to do this. I think people should do this when they're making their own clothes. I do it for other people too, for my clients, because I feel like if I won't wear it a certain way, they wouldn't wear it a certain way. And so picking right back up, wasting no time, I put my shorts to the side. I'm actually working with 2 yards of a cranberry purple color. Getting my small pattern. I do use patterns. I do make my own patterns. So yeah, I definitely am just lining everything up. I think I added maybe 2 inches to the shoulder just so it could be a little bit more comfortable. I actually ended up taking it back in because I am small and I actually like the way it looked on me, but I wish I would have kept it in the end because I ended up feeling like it could have been just a little bit more relaxed. But this was a sample, so I really didn't mind it. What you see me doing right here is just pretty much grabbing some of my old spray paint cans that I don't use anymore, so I'm really tedious about keeping them. I feel like they're just kind of taking up space, but for the moment they came in handy. I do use them as weights, so I'm just cutting out my pattern. This is my 2 front pieces, which will be, of course, your front part of your jacket that opens up. Alrighty, and yeah, so I'm just cutting those 2 front pieces out. Like I said, I do use the cans because I feel like it's a really great thing to have. I feel like why not use it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I use it for at the moment, but eventually I do plan on throwing them away. And everything, I was just double checking my measurements, making sure my lines were straight. It's very important. And those are just what it is. I was just making sure it fitted properly, and we're moving on to the back part of this. Now, I always do this. Believe it or not, people don't understand the mistakes that are made behind the camera. I used this front pattern because I'm lazy and I didn't want to make a back pattern, and I know the measurements. I was supposed to leave a certain amount of seam allowance for the back. Tell me why I ended up cutting the freaking thing. All up for y'all, those of you that are confused, I basically had 2 front pieces and I'm supposed to have a front and a back. So I ended up having to go back and redo all that good stuff. But I fixed it and it was pretty good. I was really happy with it. So I'm just cutting everything out, got it right, and I'm just trimming it up to fit how I want it, and we're good to go. Cutting my sleeve now. Alrighty, you guys. So, after I cut that, I was just basically cutting my sleeve out. I'm really upset about this. I really want my sleeve to be a little bit poofy, but by the mistake that I made previously, I couldn't perfect that sleeve like I wanted to. So I kind of just said screw it and kept going. Alrighty, so here you guys, I'm just getting prepared to sew my sleeve. I love this freaking serger, you guys. When I tell you guys to invest in yourself, I mean invest in yourself. I bought so much stuff just strictly for my business. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I made most of it back by now, but all in all, I have just reached the peak. It's not even the top of the mountain yet. So definitely invest in yourself. Tried the sleeve on, it fitted really good. I was really happy about that because I eyeballed my measurements for my sleeve pattern just to make sure it was good, but it was straight, so we ready to roll. Okay, you guys, so right here I am pretty much sewing my second sleeve. I have to flip it because there is a certain pattern that I want it to show. So if you are looking at your fabric, make sure you're looking at the wrong and right side, because you could choose either or, but that would be totally up to whoever was designing it and what was the purpose of it supposed to be. But we're just sewing that. Once I sewed that, that was pretty much it for the sleeves. I was pretty happy with the way both of them turned out, and they both fitted really well. They both fitted really snug, so I was really happy about that. And I'm just gonna toss those to the side, and now I'm about to get ready to cut the jacket collar, which I ended up being really proud of myself for making it. So now I have a new technique to doing it, because I've been putting collars on, but this is like the first professional collar that I've made. Like the detail of it was like really nice. And that was pretty much it. I'm sewing my other side seam for the jacket, and I mean, after we do that, we're pretty much going to be ready to roll. The white design kind of started coming into my head as I was finishing the side of this up. I was like, what can I do to add, you know? And I definitely think that those white stripes were what I needed to add. Okay, you guys, so I am right now just looking at everything, making sure all my side seams are matched up correctly. We're just sewing all of those sides together with my serger. Normally I would use my sewing machine, but like I said, I was really in a rush. I think at this point it had reached like 9 something, and I was really trying to time myself to 10, but like I said, I really didn't leave the house till 12 o'clock. So I still didn't even make it halfway of the time that I wanted to. And my back was really killing me. So as y'all can see, I'm not standing up anymore. I'm just using my hand to press that button for me because I was just sick of getting up and down. So I pretty much just finished sewing everything up as far as both sides, both sleeve areas, and that was pretty much it that needed to be done to the base of it for the moment, or all that I was going to do at that time. I know I made the front long thinking I wanted it long, but once I seen how short the shorts was, I definitely didn't want my jacket too far down. So I did go back and trim any excess that I had added during the process of me cutting out the front part. Now we're moving on to the sleeve. I finally got started on the stripes. I ended up using a cotton fabric, and I'm just pretty much just measuring how wide I want it to be and all that good stuff so that I can get ready to apply it to my sleeves. So like I said, you guys, I just went ahead and cut it. I eyeballed it. I kind of knew how wide I wanted it to be, so I pretty much just eyeballed it, and I'm folding it in half so I can get ready to serge it, and we can get ready to put it on this sleeve. And I'm really happy with the technique I used. I was not expecting it to look so professional. Like I said, all in all, it does have its flaws, but for it to be handmade in under an hour and a half, I don't think that's bad at all. Like, I really did my thing with this. I don't care. And I did not forget that I remember putting it on my social media that I was going to show a screenshot or a screen recording of me making my logo and putting it on my clothes. So I did not forget to do that. Well, I kind of forgot, but I did measure it out, and I think I timed it correct. So I think I still have enough footage to show you guys, at least not in depth, but you guys can kind of get an idea of what it is that, you know, I do. Because to do it off your phone and it to look so good, I think that's not bad at all. And I think that if anybody's going to be doing this from home, then they should have a right to know all the keys and tricks at making the best garments you can from your house. So here we go again. I was literally just staring at this freaking piece of cloth forever. I was not feeling the idea at all. It seemed so plain to me without it, but it didn't seem right with it. And I was getting real frustrated. As you can see, I was kind of looking at it to see if I could make myself like it, but at the moment it just wasn't doing it for me. So I kind of just tossed it to the side, but I kind of sat and thought, and I was like, you can do this. So I remotivated myself back up, and I finally just did it. I was just like, screw it, it's just all or nothing, because I had already bought some clothes today to wear to the club just in case. But I was just like, it's been my thing every time I go out to actually make my stuff. So I wasn't gonna give up this tradition I started by a little crappy little spirit telling me that I could do it. Like, I knew I could do it. So right now I'm just measuring everything, placing it, making sure that everything's exactly how I want it to be before I get ready to glue it on there. Because I just didn't have no time for no more mistakes. Time was running out. I think at this point, you guys, we had started looking at almost 10 o'clock. We were really getting up on that 10 o'clock mark. And my friend was calling me like, you good? You straight? Where you at? So I was really trying to make sure that I was tedious about what I was doing and making sure that I was focused and getting it completed, because it was a lot. It was really a lot. So I'm just taking my glue gun and I'm just gluing all the way down. That's my technique now, because sewing and all that is just too much. So I rather take my glue gun, nice and neat, easy and finished. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that to this, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the other sleeve as well. And I'm gonna come back to you guys when I'm actually connecting everything together. And what we're doing right here, you guys, I'm just pretty much gluing my white band onto my sleeve. And that's just gonna give me that, I know you guys have seen the Nike outfits and all that good stuff. This was definitely an inspiration for that. I just wanted it to be made from scratch and with my own style on it. That's why it doesn't have the flat collar, it has a round collar. Because I'm a really big fan of those. I really love those. The bombers are really, really in style for me. I really like those. So I definitely will be making more. So if you guys want to purchase one, if you want one custom, whatever it is, y'all text me. Go on that website, put in your order. Because at the end of the day, what is you waiting on? Like, you see the drip, you see the ice, you see what's going on. I burnt my finger so many times, you guys. I don't even think y'all know. This glue gun gets super hot. So, like, it has to cool a lot longer. I burned myself again. Like, it's really, really, really serious. Like, my skin was literally fried by the time I finished this outfit. But it was worth it, though. I really, 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 really loved it. And I got so many compliments all night. So I was really, really happy about that. All right, you guys. So I hit another freaking milestone. Like, literally, I was like, what to do now? I lost something again. Not surprised. And I was just like, bro, just do it. So I just was sewing the side panels down, which will be your front flaps, where the sticky tabs will go, which I did not record myself putting those on. I recorded the footage, but I just felt like it was unnecessary. But yeah, I just took some little adhesive stick-on Velcro tabs, and I just glued them down the middle of it. And you guys will see it when I open the jacket up. At the end of the video, you'll be able to see it on there. It's real nice. But yeah, right now I'm just making sure everything's smooth, because that glue will make it bumpy. But overall, it looks pretty good. So I was real happy about that. And now the collar has to be put on. But of course, I lost the freaking ruler. I mean the measuring tape, but I found it. So right now I'm just measuring the collar, making sure my collar won't be too big, because that's the worst thing that can happen, is your collar is flapping all to the front and stuff. So right now I measured it, I'm folding it on the outer side, which I've made outfits. If you guys go to my Instagram, I actually saw the picture. I actually have a picture of a red knockoff Dickie suit I made, and the trim of it was from my surgeon. And I was going to do that for this, but I kind of wanted a more professional look, so I did go ahead and turn the right side out. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it right side out. It looked really good at this point, so I was real happy. So yeah. And right now I'm just getting ready to pin the collar on right sides facing together. And I'm just gonna go ahead and sew those sides. And I did have to make pleats because I think I ended up taking off too much. But it still looked good, so I liked it. It just added more ruffles to the jacket. So yeah, right now I'm just serging the collar on. And you guys, this was like a really dope project for me. I didn't even think I was capable of making this because I didn't use any commercial patterns. Like, I did this off the top of my head. Right now I'm just putting on the mannequin to make sure the overall silhouette is what I want it to be. And overall looked pretty good. So now the logo. A lot of you guys ask about my logos and I don't do them on the computer. This is strictly off my phone. So I already went with it's Durrveenchie. All I'm doing right now is trying to see what logo I wanted to use because they have thousands. I bought the premium package, so it comes with tons and tons of logos, but I really didn't know which one I wanted to have for me. But I am a Capricorn. My birthday is January 7th. Shout out to the Capricorns. Yeah, I'll use that logo for at least this idea. That's not like my permanent logo, but for this, I thought that was nice. And I needed to add a little bedazzle, so I put some sparks coming out, and then I'm gonna do the goat because I'm the goat. Durrveenchie is the goat, you know what I'm saying? So why not put that on there? So I went ahead and placed that. Y'all, this was so easy. Like, these edits look sick because I didn't have to do nothing. But the background of the jacket, which was still off, I don't know why I thought it was a cranberry color and it wasn't. So this is way brighter than the jacket and I had no idea. I went with it anyway, but right now I'm just replacing the background with the color that I assume was for the jacket. And I'm just placing it. The top one is for the top of the jacket, and then the second is for the bottom. And then I go to my printer, and I just double check and make sure it's not overlapping. And we good to go. Print that bad boy out. So sad, you guys. We're almost at the end of this roll. I really appreciate you guys sticking through this video. Right now, what I'm doing is just going ahead and cutting it out to the size that I kind of want it to be. Because, of course, with this paper, you can make it as wide or as little. But I kind of just wanted to keep it simple, nothing too dramatic. Especially since the color was off. If the color was more what it was supposed to be, I would have definitely put more of, you know, my logo on there. But since it was a knockoff, I kind of was disappointed. So I kind of wanted to keep it as simple as I could. And I'm going to go ahead and iron that on here. And y'all, that's that. Like, the video is done. The outfit was a success.
But I can't cause I'm living on the hills. Left my family to make me a meal. Went from crumbs to not missing a meal. Oh, these are wonderful times. These are wonderful times. No, I'ma make it to the hills. If somebody walks up to me and asks me how it feels, I'ma tell them it feels good. I got 99 problems, but a nigga ain't one. And if you got some, then I feel bad for you, son. I got way too many problems for you to be one. You drowning everything out of me, including the fun.